let's return to the entrance. I'm really glad it gives you an automatically go back to the entrance option, so I don't have to manually walk through that whole place. Is it? Oh, hello. Something followed us out. Guards, what are you doing? Thank you. Frickin' loony. Thank you for not identifying me as a loony, too. Okay, I need to go get either a chemistry set or just, like, straight acid. Okay. This is no man of Arkham or even of Earth. There is nothing human under those rags. Your kind brought this upon us. Cursed creature. Ooh. Is about to lynch a wretched creature you can hardly describe as human. The creature's face and hands are wrapped in tattered rags. It seems this outsider has been chosen as the scapegoat for everything these people suffered. Unleash the power I sense in you, friend. Can I get a demon or an Eldritch ally? That would be awesome. Yeah. It seems to recognize you. Those peasants will tremble at the sight of true sorcery. The outsider slowly starts to whisper something in a long, forbidden tongue. Yes, let them witness the true power of the arcane. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, black magic. Maybe that's why you don't screw with the demon. Oh, he didn't even hurt them. Wow, that's kind of him. The creature approaches you cautiously. After a short silence, it speaks a single word, why? Why? Why did you intervene on my behalf? No one should pay such a price simply for looking different. Burning amber eyes from breath. Are you not human? Is this a disguise? I know how most of us must seem to you. I understand you. The creature is plainly still puzzled. For whatever reason you aided me, know that I am incapable of helping my own self. Leave me be, that I may continue my search for that accursed man. Tell me about this man. The man in black with no face. I don't know what kind of voice to do, honestly. The man in black with no face. The man with the cane of bones. The ghostly tapping of his stick still ringing in my ears. I am also looking for that man. Then you're as doomed as I am, stranger. In my bones, I know that no good would ever come from finding him, yet I have no other choice but to find him. His countenance was the last thing I saw before finding myself in this purgatory. Perhaps we could look for this man together. The creature is silent for a moment, then you hear the rugged voice from beneath the rags once more. It is no coincidence that you know the man with the cane and bones. Perhaps I shall walk with you for a time. May I ask your name? I don't remember. I'm not sure if I ever had one. I know one thing. Wherever the fates toss me, I remain the outsider. Let's go. And now, see, he's actually part of my crew, unlike Eduardo, which definitely makes me even more suspicious of Eduardo and his, antediluvian. Huh. Hands of shame. The outsider's twisted hands resemble claws of a nocturnal beast more than limbs of men. Shattered hand mirror. The artisan who crafted this antique mirror definitely favored the throat. Oh, it actually tells me what it does. +1 spellcraft, +3 critical failure check. Okay. I don't actually know what Danforth's compass does yet, but whatever. Okay, cool. And our party is now larger. Hi, Eduardo. You've decided not to kill me yet? I appreciate it. Could hold on for a while longer. Let me see your stock. I definitely would like to carry some acid on me. And 1 thing of organic compounds. Hopefully that'll do the trick. Alright. That's interesting. The outsider won't actually go into a store with me. Maybe because he feels... Psst, I have an offer for you. Hey, I'm still trying to finish the first thing I was doing, so if you could kindly screw off. A pasty, malnourished man leaps up from within the shadows. His swollen, wary eyes are riveted on you. The scruffiness of his otherwise fine apparel corresponds with his restlessness antics. When he finally feels secure, he addresses you in a timid but needy fashion. I'm sorry if I startled you, sir. I'm Cornelius Moretti. I, have a proposal from which we can both benefit. Pardon my abruptness, but it will only take a minute of your time. Be quick about it. Plainly in distress, he is gazing askance at the brawler standing near the bar. I had seen you go up to the old eel attic before I got ejected by that ignoble swab. You might be just the man who can help me. Would you care to express your intentions a little more clearly? He grinds his teeth. It was just another miserable day at the joint when I, partly encouraged by the devil's juice, no doubt, finally spoke what had been on my mind for so long. I called him out, that tyrannical devil seed called Waxface. I denounced him as the false shepherd he really is. Nobody said a thing, of course. Cowards. There was, is, and will ever be only one shepherd of men. For saying that, they expelled me, humiliated me. Worst of all, they marked me. That's my death sentence, you understand? Marked? It's not the time nor the place, and besides, you're better off not knowing what it is. Look, you seem really agitated. Try talking about what's bothering you. It may ease your mind. First, they ban you from mob premises, and then the whole town starts to shun you, lest they get marked too. Eventually, they'll get to you and turn you over to the cult. Wherever you are, there's no hiding from it. Oh, Jesus, please help. Alright, what do you want from me? Well, sir, all I'm asking is that you retrieve my heirloom pocket watch from the old eel attic. It's a valuable piece from my late father. I stashed it there, having an inkling that I might need it in the dark days ahead. It's hidden under a floorboard next to the mattress. I need it more than ever, for I'm left with nothing else. Once I barter it off, we'll split the savings halfway. Please, will you do this for me, sir? Sure. I can't put into words how much I appreciate this. I'm not quite that generous enough to renounce my share. Where will I meet you again? I'll be near the desecrated church in French Hill. I'll be safe there. It's abandoned. Now I must go before they come for you. Please hurry, sir. My life depends on it. Alright. Oh, yeah, so the outsider won't follow me into any buildings, because, they'll probably, freaking attack him if he does. You have to pay the owner first before being able to rest in the big house. But it's occupied now. I'll take your cigs later. How's it occupied now? I'll leave when I want. Oh, we see a withered old man sitting bent over one of the tables. I'm sure this has to do with the Weasley fellow. He appears to be in the midst of a heated argument with his bag. The fiery light in his yellowish eyes contrasts sharply with his weird physique. I get it. Cut it out, I said. Dawkins, I tell you one last time, if I ever hear your bloody voice again, I'll break your damn piss pot of a bottle. Do you hear me? All of ya. You're army cabin boy. Good. Sit down and drink some ale with me. Who are you talking to? What's in the bag? You mean in my bag here? No one of importance to you. Just a low-life scum of the sea. Not in slot like me. You hear something from the bag which upsets him as far as you can tell. How dare you, you horn-swaggling bastard! Notice? And upon dolphins' backs on a vast crenellate shell, wherein rode the great Nodens, lord of the great abyss. You'll learn more about him in your time on deck, cabin boy. You may even serve the needs of the god of the great deep, like I do. Nodens is not like these cold, tyrannical, unfeeling gods that rule this realm now. He finds purpose in mortals, although rarely. Shut your trap, Peters. I better go. Long Tom, just when I thought you'd come to your bloody senses, no, I'll be sitting here drinking my ale or whatever this horse piss is. What'd you say, Camboy? Aye. Tell me then, Camboy, before you leave, why do you follow the man who sails the whirlpools of reality? You mean the dismal man? Dismal, yes, that's bloody fitting. Now answer me question, cabin boy. I believe he'll have answers to this mystery. Perhaps he does. Well, ask yourself if those answers will actually make you feel better, or worse than before. What, Peters? Found another one? Good boy, alright, you'll have what you want. Whenever I decide to leave this rat hole of a tavern, of course, no one here is going anywhere. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to run back to the bank and actually finish that little dungeony thingamahoober that I was doing. And then I'm gonna go back to the old eel and try to get back into the attic. That way I can get that dude's watch. Hello, lads. Don't mind me. Just going back into the place with all the raving lunatics that are trying to, murder me. I suppose I will use one of my vials of acid on it. Awesome, beautiful. I uncovered the safe. And I get the Cthulhu statuette and the Dismal Man's poem. Nothing good comes from picking up a statue of Cthulhu. It's not even an artifact, it's just something that's gonna curse me by existing. The soul of a scavenger of the sea shall be found inside a bottle of lead. The last wish of a bodiless starfarer shall be heard from a mouth not of flesh. A drop of swarming chaos shall be stolen under the ruins once halls of wisdom, and the book shall be read which should not be read. Only then you may wish to call me by the timeless stones on the nameless isle. Only then you may wish to walk by me between the endless realms of pitch black. May I read the manuscript we found? Show me. Allows, what can be the scavenger? Perhaps a sea monster of some kind. I've read about all kinds of sea beasts in my dusty tomes. Gargantuan devils that could sink galleons with their feelers. Hunters of the dark waters, with razor-sharp teeth. Why seek a book that should not be read? Such knowledge is often followed by damnation. Where do you suppose we might find it? The depiction resonates as a tome of the dark arts to me, a native who is knowledgeable either in such artifacts or the cult itself. Okay, there's definitely a spell somewhere in here. Maybe it's somewhere in here. Okay. Waltz of Madness. That's cute. He thinks he's people. Howl of Insanity. Barely does anything to me or, Manu the Outsider. Oh wow, Eduardo is fully healed now. Eduardo, shoot him. No such luck. Let's go ahead and put you behind cover, and we'll have you focus. Outsider, you have claws, so let's go ahead and tear this dude's face off. How's that sound, buddy? Sounds pretty good. I thought so. Oh. Oh my gosh, the lunatic just killed the other lunatic. That makes perfect sense. But it's also not something I expected at all. Oh my gosh. The raving lunatic tries to lighten a friend's burden. I mean, yeah, I guess being insane is a burden worth lightening. I imagine my characters will do similar stuff when their insanity gets bad enough. Like, they'll just attack allies, or just do nothing, or whatever. Ooh. Hey, outsider, you're gonna be fine. Even with the rear attack, she did not do anything to Eduardo. Oh, I just realized since I can't access Eduardo's inventory, that probably means I really don't have to worry about his bullets. I think he's just gonna buy his own bullets, which is nice. Because that is an additional expense I did not need. Alright, you stay down and... Not bad. Dang. Alright, my team is looking formidable. Alright, let's loot. Oh, yeah. Perdoneme, senor, but we all need to eat, no? I did my duty as your protector de angel personnel. I wish I could stay for your sorcerer amistad, but life is no fairy tale. You wish me to stay? You pay, yes? Yep, here you go. Gracias, senor. I'll be at your side until la diosa fortuna betrays me, or until you run out of tobacco. Let's go. Yeah, you better not freaking stab me in the face, which is what I still expect you to do. Ooh, on the origin of species and a silver pocket watch. Yes, okay. Oh, my grimoire is lit up. Oh. Do I already have it? Quick spells. What are you? Oh, I have another spell here, which I don't actually know what it is. Oh, no, I just unselected it for him. I don't know how to get it back. Because I can't see it anywhere. That was so bad. Okay. Well, at least he has another spell. Okay, so now I can actually use Grindelwald how he's meant to be used. Okay. Now let's go back to the old eel. No power can force me inside. No one's asking you to come inside, dude. Just hide so you don't get face murdered. The old man is gone. And oh, a young woman with short hair smoking a cigarette. A daring, carefree quality about her, which is pretty rare in this town, especially in these days. I can see you're glancing toward this direction, so perhaps we could turn this into a conversation. Might I offer you a drink? The pleasure is mine. Why, are you among those that believe only men can buy drinks to women? It's just what I'm accustomed to. Well then change your customs, sir. They should be buried somewhere in the 19th century along with the rotting corpse of the world. I didn't mean to offend you. I'm sure you didn't. You rarely mean to, but in the end you often do. This is how the play is cast, right? She pours you a glass of whiskey and smiles. Forgive me. Let's start from the beginning. May I learn your name? I'm Clara Bell. You'd have probably known my name if things had gone right for once in my life. I was an actress. Heard the movie Hollow Hearts? No. Not a surprise. It was never released. The critics saw it, though. I remember one of them, Bill Hunts, approaching me after the special screening, telling me, "You've got it, Clara. You are a real star material." No need to say that he was drunk and flirty as a male baboon in mating season. Whatever later, I had time to think about what he had said to me. About the star material thing. You know, I have an eternity to reflect upon these things. Star material. Why should I be some material after all? I see your point. I mean, I wanted to be an artist to defeat that notion in the first place. But you have to fit somewhere in there, your world. Be a good wife or be good fun. Oh, you're better than that? Be a good investment. All my life I wanted to be there, on the magazines, the silver screens, all that jazz. But you know, sometimes I can't help thinking that this may actually be better than the alternative, because I would never have quitted going for the top myself. It seems you're trying hard to be optimistic. Good, this means I've achieved something after all. You know, staying optimistic is a rare feat these days. Can you say the same for yourself? What are you doing in Arkham? I really wish I knew. It's a mystery to me as well. I was waiting for the release of Hollow Hearts at a hotel in LA when Bernie called, my manager. Bernie wanted me to meet a private funder in Arkham. So I hastily came to this forsaken place. I couldn't afford refusing such things, you know? When I arrived at the train station, Bernie was nowhere to be found. He was supposed to meet me there, but he never came. What did you do next? I was too tired and confused, so I decided to wait for Bernie here in Arkham for a few days. So I headed to the Essex Hotel. Who could have said that it would be my new home for the rest of my life? So you can still afford staying there, dollar becoming obsolete and all. Let's just say I've met the right people. You know, it was never really about the money. Money is just another way to display power. Survived my childhood and you'll know. What about your childhood? Oh, you're my psychiatrist now. My psych skill is pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. Forget it, skeletons are better left in the closet. Did you see Bernie later? No, never. Everything before the Black Days seems blurry now. Did he really call me that day, or was it a dream? Did he ever arrive in Arkham? I see. Goodbye. Sure, I guess. A tipsy, talkative blonde man. His reddish eyes roamed the room as if looking for someone. Sure. I see you've just arrived at Marino's fine establishment. I was curious whether you happened to see a rustic-looking fellow hanging around outside. No? You didn't? Good, I must have been imagining his primitive gaze upon my back. Let me introduce myself. I am Stanley Fredkin. I used to be a lecturer in the literature department at Miskatonic. Before committing wholly to my true intellectual passion, The study of folklore. But we can talk more about me later. In the meantime, may I buy you drinks, sir? Sure. Man, people are trying to get me drunk right now. Shoot, I'm liking it. Some whiskey for the fine gentleman here, not the usual rock cut you serve. Real whiskey, if you please. Here you go, sir. Now, what were we talking about? Why are you looking for the rusted man? I'm afraid he is the one looking for me. I've had some minor problems with my current employer. Nothing I can't resolve, of course, but I suspect he may have sent that illiterate to find me. Who is this employer? He is a foreign investor who is interested in my advice. I see another thing. Is there anything you're not good at, other than the vulgar athletic discipline? Wow, that is a way to skew being a nerd as being cool. The vulgar athletic disciplines. I can't play sports. No, I don't believe so. I've always maintained that with a healthy brain, you can achieve anything. Remember these words, sir. Invest in your brain. I'll keep that in mind. It even had in italics. You knew what it did there. The university... No, I meant the river. Don't people learn about major water bodies in school these days? Forgive me, sometimes the sarcastic Stanley takes hold. Yes, I used to work at Miskatonic University. There's no boast to say that I was a mining fund instructor during my time at the university. What a sad day it must have been. What have you been studying lately? Oh, I see that I've aroused your interest. I've been known to have that effect on people, being an intellectual inspiration and all. Wow, I hate this guy. To get to your question, I've been in Vermont recording the legends of the winged ones of the hills. A very profound topic, indeed. Sure, they sound sketchy. From pinnacle myths to the legends of Governor Wentworth's colonial rants, you will find mention of these winged beasts from the skies. Whispers of these creatures may be found even in the folklore of the distant Himalayas. There must be a reason for these beliefs to be so widespread, right? And what do you suspect is the reason? There are things that I'm willing to share for the benefit of the public good. There are things that I am not. I'm fascinated by the mysteries of the unseen world. Pray continue. Oh, sanity gained. For role-playing my belief system, I get sanity back. Okay, neat. We'd better leave this topic behind, sir. By the way, have I told you about my latest book on Kingsport folklore? No. It was very well received in academic circles and among more common readers too. You must have at least heard about it, right? No, I have not. You haven't. Perhaps you're not quite as erudite as I first believed. Otherwise, you certainly would have known about a book of such cultural significance. Now, what were we talking about? Folktales. Oh, it just brings me back to the book. Goodbye. So soon? Alright. Leave, sir. Your choice. You're no different, of course. What? Can't you recognize a person of natural quality? Do I have to tell you that out of all the people, all the clueless illiterates, that I, Stanley Fredkin, have possibly discovered an escape from this hell? I was chosen. What are you talking about? Nothing at all. Damn this foul whiskey of yours, Marino. I had better take my leave. Yeah, I'm not super worried about him. Give me the attic. I need to rest because 40 cigarettes to stay in the attic. Oh my gosh. That is... Oh my gosh, Outsider freaked me out, actually. Like, I did not see him in the corner at first glance, and oh my gosh. Okay, where's this watch that I'm supposed to be getting? Okay, I'm not seeing anything that, did I already grab it? I mean, I have a few watches. I have a watch at least. If I already had it, I would be so annoyed. Okay, with scientific, I can make gadgets, medical formulas, which let me make drugs. Occult is new spells and powers. Oh wow, Outsider is actually better at medical treatment than I am. Benefits -1 sanity, so psychological treatment does not work on the Outsider. Which is not exceedingly surprising, honestly. Let's go ahead and put him on, and then if you finish with that, go ahead and... Oh, I have a certain number of points I can attribute. Okay, that makes sense. So let's actually have you heal, and let's have you do medical research and whatever. Oh. Though you're not exactly acquainted with your immediate surroundings here in this desolate urban setting, you don't feel like a stranger either. Is this Arkham? Perhaps a forgotten corner of which you've never seen? Amidst the Cimmerian stillness, there stands a forlorn figure, barely present but inescapably real. He seemed to be walking toward a certain house along the street before stopping to look at you. Why am I here? Isn't that the heart of the matter, to be somewhere foreign, to escape? If I must form a conjecture, a strong desire must have conduced to the peculiar circumstances of our meeting. You're a wanderer. Like me, perhaps. Why would you be here if you weren't? What is it that brought us together? It seems our paths have crossed in this vast realm lying beneath the prosness of the conscious world. As for your question, I am just another lost passenger, so don't expect all the answers from me. But the real question revolves around you, doesn't it? Perhaps you've been compelled to seek a memory which isn't yours at all. You emanate a tragic aura, source of which is most dire. And what do you seek? Inspiration. Know this, Wanderer, there will be a price to pay when you have no option but to cling to visions, brim with unutterable horrors in order to procure your only means of subsistence, however maddening they may be. Tell me who you are, I must know. I won't grant an answer that easily. Knowledge of someone is a powerful thing, and this premise applies even in dreams. But I'll offer you a chance since you've intruded my fantasy. I'll tell you of my journeys, and you will tell me who I am. Refraining from the pageantry of the mundane, a boy shall wander into the path of prophecy. Nebulous is the truth of all things future and past, dwelling beyond the serpent's lair for none but him to see. Only the forbidden he shall thereafter seek, lurking in the labyrinths so forgotten and forlorn. Plagued will be those upon whom he shall touch, hailed by the oblivion which they will have forborne. Carried away to his fantasy on wings ethereal, a toilsome quest he shall embark upon so sedulously. Resplendence of his dreams, however, is not to remain. Thus the search for the silver key must begin duly. Exalted he will be in the deathless continuum, wild and free, resigning from the world to embrace all that was and will ever be. Answer me then, Wanderer. Who am I? First letter of each verse forms an Christicon, which spells your name, Randolph Carter. Goodness gracious, how in the world would any living being actually manage to pull that out of his butt from just that spiel? He nods solemnly and puts on a thin smile. That's correct, Wanderer. You seem to be endowed with the proper traits to guide you in the dreamlands. My name is Randolph Carter. Now if you'll excuse me, I must cover a long way to eternity. Randolph Carter, I met your wife. She's looking all over for you. Okay, that just happened. Gained 9 health after some rest, made progress in the research of Danforth's compass, discovered the power of the compass, healed outsider, and visited strange places. Alright. Gained 7 sanity and 3 health, made a discovery, and visited a strange place in dreams. I wonder if he just always visits strange places in his dreams. Like, if that's just part of his nature. I should probably look for Randolph's wife, and I should look for that dude over by the church.